Hi, I'm Cindy. And behind me here is the lovely Kate. She decided to join us for coffee and conversation today. I'm Freeze Babies Fiber Frolic coming to you from Central Florida. On Ravelry, I'm Cindy Lou Who for you. And on Instagram, I'm Freeze Baby. And let's see what else you need. I have a Ravelry group but started. It's Freeze Babies Fiber Frolic. Welcome to join me anytime you want. I'm try to do the live conversations on Monday nights around 7 o'clock. I'm a little bit late because I've been trying to download some files off of my phone, but it's not working. Hi Sandra, good to see you. This is Kate. She decided to help me today. She likes to be a sidekick. Hi Jaja from North Carolina. We're just here to talk about knitting today. I haven't got any finished objects. I'm kind of in Christmas present mode. Yeah, she's a cutie. Jaja, where in North Carolina are you from? I'm coming there for the holidays, for Thanksgiving next week. We're going to be in Greensboro. It's my first time up in the Carolinas, so that'll be fun. Aww, my kitty's away. I always have one of my kitties next to me. She's an old girl. Kate's about 19, I think. She doesn't think so. She's a diva. She's totally the diva of the house. Oh, Crystal Coast. Okay, cool. Yeah, there we go. Okay, sorry about the interruption. What are you all working on? I've been trying to get a few UFOs farther along. I had been working on the birds of a feather shawl, and it didn't work out for me, so I decided to chuck it and change it. So now I'm working on the Klein shawl, which I actually like. I'm using two different kinds of fingering weight yarn. One is called Pastel Preening from Olive and Tuyu, and that's the one with the blue in it. And then the other one with the speckles in it is from what's her name? Knit Style Yarns, and it's Party in a Ball. So it should be. Oh, I know. Isn't it fun to weave in the ends on projects? I know. I have a bunch of those going on. Let me see if I can show you a picture of the Klein shawl. You can buy it, the pattern, on Ravelry. I don't have a color copy of it, but it's kind of neat. You start with more, you start with something that's a little bit like right now I'm in this section where you're using the primary is a speckle, and then when I get towards the farther end, the area will be the main area. So it's kind of cool. It's kind of a two-dimensional, and it's very easy. It's all garter stitch, so, and some stockinette stitch, but it's very easy. Oh, cool! You're making a. Oh, Susie's trying to get in too. Yeah, I like this pattern. I find it very easy. I'll try and stick it. I always forget to stick all the links in the notes, but I will. It's the Klein shawl, Kline, and you can look for it on Ravelry. I don't think I paid a lot for it, but it was worth it. I've been finding it a lot easier time with this than I was doing with the Birds of a Feather. Birds of a Feather, I was having problems with the lace sections coming out right, so I finally just frogged it. It's not worth it. So, and I'm still working on my what do you call it? Sockhead hat. I'm just about done with the rim, doing the tutu rim. You usually go for 4 inches, and then you go into the straight stocking stitch, and I usually go stocking stitch for maybe 8 inches before I start the get it to be a little slouchy. I love this. This is Annie Mode Knit yarn. Annie Modisit's Mode Knit yarn in the a Study in Pink, which is several years old. She was doing this when she first started doing the Sherlock colorways. So this is quite old. It's so soft. Oh, I love her yarn. So I'm doing that. I have no real deadline on that, so it's getting there, but it's going in between other projects. I'm not crocheting anything right now. I was waiting for a yarn order to come in from Knit Pick so I could start working on the polka dot shawl from the Secret Yarnery Crochet Along. Oh yeah, I suppose with the magic bind, yeah. Oh, let's see what else I'm working on. Oh, we saw last week when I showed you that penguin hat. Well, that I gave away. I'm going to post a picture of it. I did some filming this weekend, so I'm trying to put together a video for that. But I'm making these little penguins. They're really easy. The pattern is called Penguin Popper. I believe I got it off of Ravelry. I can show you the page. These are going cute. I've got a bunch of black bodies made. Like these. So now I gotta sew on the chests. And then on the chest I will sew the faces and the mouth. And then after that, I still have to make all the wings and the feet. And I have all the hats made, so I've got an assortment of colors. I even did one in Hanukkah colors. I'm trying to be diverse, so there'll be some Hanukkah colors. I'm going to do a rainbow colored one. I have a lot of yarns from a Hanukkah calendar that I did last year. Oh, that'll be cute. Santa give big. I love Christmas. There's so many cute things you can make. All these guys are these little guys are gonna go on a wreath. I'm making for a present for my stepson's teacher, who owns a production company now called Productions. He's building a school, a drama school for kids and adults. So that should be fun. Yeah, I love this. This is really fast though. I use 2 circulars when I'm doing this, size 1 circulars, and they go really fast. I love origamis, and I find that this kind of stuff is really easy. Let me see if I can show you the front of the pattern. There you go, penguin poppers. And I said it, and as I said, it's not very expensive on Ravelry, but it's great. I bought this several years ago. Today I was going on Ravelry. I was looking at all the gnome patterns. I would love to do some gnomes, not Christmas gnomes, but garden gnomes. I make several years ago I made some purses that look like gnome homes or birdhouses. Oh. So I thought I would make some. I would like to make some gnome homes. Make them into whether I would make them into tea cozies or little gnome homes and put the little gnomes in them. Play sets. I might try and sell them on Etsy. I'm working on. Thank you. I'm trying to figure out some things to that I could sell on Etsy. I'm planning on making project bags, and I was thinking about knit cozies too. I've made a lot of knit cozies in the past, so like tea cozies primarily. I've got some mug rugs made up too, but I will see how much they charge for fees and stuff. I've got so much stuff, I need to do something with it. I eventually want to downsize to a smaller place. I'm afraid I'm going to lose my extra bedroom that I use for a studio, so we'll see. Oh, I suppose I should tell you what I'm drinking today. I've got my Montoya mug. Yesterday I went to a tea shop for high tea, and I got some stuff called Maui. It's a Maui blend, and it's got like orange and citrus stuff in it. And then I put some, oh dear, ginger honey in it. We've got a local, excuse me, we have a local honey shop here at the farmer's market. So I usually get all kinds of ginger, which I love. I love ginger tea also. So I'm using that to sweeten it today. I also went to um, I went to Barnes and Nobles today and got some Smith and Harney tea in I think it's cranberry. Sure smells good. Ooh. Sorry, my nose is itchy and now my allergies have been bad today. We've got stuff blooming again. So some of the leaves are dropping and some of them are getting new. It's crazy. Florida's really crazy of stuff coming out. So what else are you guys working on? Christmas projects? I know I'd like to get some stuff to send up to my family in Minnesota. I just sent a package up for my grandniece's birthday, but now I'm thinking of sending some socks and hats up because those are quick knits. Last year I sent them a bunch of novelty ones from my like the DMC one I made for oh, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Kate, what are you doing? Sorry if I'm sniffling and my nose is all stuffed up. I haven't even started any shopping for Christmas. We don't do a lot of Christmas shopping. I have some neighbors that I try to get stuff for, and so I will get stuff for her. But because we're Jewish, and we don't usually do a lot for Hanukkah presents. Like it's no big deal. But I enjoy the holidays. My family's all Catholic back home in Minnesota, so I still send them stuff. But what else is going on? Does this time work better for you, Sandra? I know, oh good. Yeah, I try to make as much as I can for the holidays. And my family is all knit-worthy, so I'm still working on a pair of socks for my sister. What are you doing, little girl? She's so silly. She nags me to come in here. I try to keep this room shut because I don't want cats rifling around in my stuff, but she'll sit out in the hallway and start nagging me that she wants to come in and sit and hang out, so I let her. But sometimes I have other cats in here too, but she's such a good girl. What kind of cats do you have? Well, now she's on top of my computer. I was hoping Susie would make it on here too. I haven't been able to spend as much time on Create, Share, Inspire in the morning. My book should be here tomorrow. I already have the ebook, but I'm waiting for the live book. I have a whole list of stuff I want to try. I was thinking those hope bags would be nice for my friends that carry water bottles all the time. I thought that would be fun. Yeah, I don't have a. Most of my family is just up in Minnesota. I never had any kids. I've got my boyfriend's son. I consider him my stepson. But otherwise, my sister Kathy's the oldest, is the matriarch of the family. We don't have any elderly people in our family anymore. The oldest person is 72. So, but the nieces and nephews are all starting to have kids now, so they can carry on. I'm not retirement age yet. I still probably have, well, 15 years if I retire at 70. I'm still working on that. I got laid off from my job last week, or 2 weeks ago, I guess now, so I've been signing up for unemployment and getting out and having some job interviews. I'm supposed to hear about one today or tomorrow. Oh, good. Yeah, me too. I'm waiting for it. She just Yeah, I got notifications, so I suppose with the holiday it'll be tomorrow or Wednesday. I live in the same state as Kristen, so it shouldn't take me too long. We were looking on. I was looking online today about Airbnbs up in Greensboro for next week for when we go up for the holiday. It'll be so fun. I haven't seen my boyfriend's cousins and sisters in 4 years or 5 years, so it'll be nice to see them again. Some of them just moved over to that area. They had been living in California, so they moved. Everybody moved out of California except for one cousin. Now they're all living in North or South Carolina. God, my eyes are watering. Crazy. Sorry about that. But yeah, I need to get back into the crocheting. It seems to go so much faster for me. I also want to start chronologic, going through all my works in progress and try and finish some of them. Oh, I'm sure. If you with being in retail, yeah. Oh, I did that for so many years. I used to do work at plus size women clothing stores, and then I also worked at fabric stores. And the holidays were crazy. We used to get so many husbands on New Year, or Christmas Eve day coming in trying to find stuff, and they didn't know what size their wives wear. And so we try to have them compare some of the employees to what their wives' sizes were. It's funny. And then of course the day after we'd always get a lot of returns. You're at Walmart, Sandra? Because that I'm sure is crazy too. Ugh, don't miss that. God bless you for doing that because it's a tough job. Yeah, isn't that funny? Hey Dee, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. We're getting some. We thought we were going to have some fall weather. Now it's getting really hot today. Yikes. It's like 85. Still, it's better than the high 90s with a high. Yeah, well, Walmart has some interesting people. I still check out the people of Walmart website once in a while and get a giggle on it. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be in North Carolina next week, Dee. We'll be in Greensboro. I'm sure it's gonna be cold. I'm gonna make sure I bring some warm stuff. Of course, I have a lot of warm clothes because I was from Minnesota and I didn't get rid of any of my clothes, my winter clothes when I moved down here. So, yep. Okay. We've got friends in our family in Greensboro and some other ones in Charlotte. So I want to get to Charlotte because I have a girlfriend from my old mini group that's been living there a while. And then we've got another family in Winston-Salem that we want to see if they're having a bar mitzvah on Saturday. So we'll probably be there from Tuesday to Sunday. I think it's about a 10-hour drive from Orlando. Ugh. Oh, good. Okay. Neat. Well, you'll have to tell me about. Hey, CJ. Yeah, you'll have to tell me about some good yarn shops up there that hopefully will be open that week because I have to stop and see those, of course. I know of some in Asheville, but I don't know if I'm going to be getting to Asheville or not. What's going on, CJ? We're just talking about holidays and all the stuff we want to finish. Yeah, I will probably film it. I've got some good footage from the farmers market yesterday, so I want to get that in. And I wanted to start doing some trip stuff because it's kind of boring looking at this messy office of mine all the time. So I also did the Fiber Friends tag with my boyfriend Cy, so I want to do that. We did that sitting at the farmers market yesterday, so that was fun. He's such a good guy. Oh yeah, I'm working on little Christmas ornaments to put on. I'm actually gonna put around a wreath, so that'll be fun. Yay! Yeah, I like that stuff. I'd like to do a swap, but it's just too much going on for the holidays. Or maybe we can do a knit along sometime. Maybe something for Valentine's or Easter or something. I love making little bunnies and eggs and stuff. But are any of you guys doing that? Seta's Place's infinity wrap that she's going traveling infinity wrap she's doing. She's a hoot. I enjoy her podcast. Seta's a lot of fun. I've met so many neat people through all the different crochet groups. It's fun. I've more so than the knitting groups. I know there's some knitting podcasts I watch, but I've met more people through the crochet and like Create, Share, and Inspire and the Secret Yarnery and stuff. Oh, good. Yeah, I need to. I have a whole list of stuff I have to get at Joann's. Oh, good. Yay! So I'll get to see you next time. Cool. I've been watching all the different videos, so that'll be fun. I saw the crotchety Canadian crocheter, and good. Oh, that'll be fun. Yeah, I have a whole list of stuff to go for Hobby Lobby. Most of it's sewing supplies. I want to start making some project bags, and I need zippers and the webbing that you use for the edging and stuff like that. So I've got stuff sitting here to cut out. I want to have everything before I get started. So watch for that. And I want to start doing some tutorials on how to do like needle felting and also making free form crochet stuff. When I think about it, I'll show you guys the purse I made. You make it out of the latchhook weaving fabric, and you just crochet into it. It's kind of interesting. It's a whole movement with the free form crochet and with making, like, if you like to make like motifs or granny squares and stuff like that, you can sew them onto them. It makes kind of a pretty purse. So I'll show that sometime. And once I get a better setup with my tripod, a new tripod and camera, then I'll start doing that, because I think that would be a lot of fun to and there doesn't seem to be a lot of videos on that, so that'll be fun. Needle felting is good too. I don't make animals or anything like that. I needle felt on purses and keepa for services and stuff like that. It's a lot of fun. CJ, what you working on? Oh, good. Yeah, needle felting is fun. It's a lot easier than people think it would be. My problem is with doing the animals and stuff is trying to get them to look realistic. I can do flowers and stuff like, and cartoon characters and stuff like that, no problem, on a flat surface. But I don't know about making them into animals. That should be interesting. There's a lot of cute tutorials on that. And after the first year, I want to start making more origami's and stuff. So I think those are cute. I have some really tiny ones. I don't know if I'll be able to see it. I have a set of double point needles that are like 0000 that I had gotten to make miniature earrings and stuff. So I suppose I could do those. I think they use crochet though. I think crochet would be easier anyways. I have a tendency to drop stuff off of DPNs when they're too small. But what kind of ornaments are you making? I'm like making my little giant octopus. I bet that'll be cute. Hat and scarf sets. Oh, cool. Yeah, I was looking at all the gnome stuff, and there's some really cute gnome hats that you can make. I thought that would be cute for a Christmas hat. Usually I wear, when I go to events, I usually wear a Santa hat. I have a pink one and a red one, and I thought, oh, it would be cute to make a gnome one. So, or something that looks like it's made out of, what do you call it? Color work, although that would take a lot of time. Maybe if I made something out of a bulky weight yarn, it would go a little bit faster, and I could just attach some buttons on it or something. I saw some really cute ones that had flowers and butterflies and buttons and stuff attached to them. So I thought that would be cute, something festive. Um, I don't have any holiday parties planned so far. I know we're going to a Hanukkah party, and then I have a Hanukkah hat that's got a dreidel on top of it. I think I showed that last week, and I have some Hanukkah hats, or shirts, ugly Hanukkah shirts. Like I have one that says Happy Lamaka. I'll show you that when we get closer to that holiday. I enjoy that stuff, but I have a lot of Christmas sweaters and stuff too. I like multi stuff. Baubles, crochet around plastic ornaments. Oh, that's cute. Snowflake crochet. I'll get the fabric stiffener for them. Do you use the spray starch stuff, or do you ever use the sugar and water? I was always afraid to use the sugar and water because the ants and stuff. So the fabric stiffener, the spray on stuff seemed to work okay. Some people use glue too. That's always fun. I haven't made any. I used to crochet the little angel doily. Those are always fun, stiffening those up. Oh, cool. Well, I like to see what everybody does. Usually I watch Christine's group. Oh, yeah, good. There's so many things out there now that make it so much easier without having to do the water and sugar. That's what, or the flour and water. I know my mom used to use flour and water, and then they stink. I think the glue or the Mod Podge, maybe. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done that. Let me know how that goes. I'll have to watch your podcast to see what you do. Fun, fun, fun. But yeah, I hope to get back to my sweater too. As long as I've been knitting, I have never finished a sweater for myself. I've made lots of baby stuff and kid stuff, but never a sweater. I've got one almost done though, a cardigan. I hope it fits me. But I want to do, there's a couple of them out now that I want to try. The Vocatelli's, no, I can't even remember. I always want to call it the Arthur, but I don't think that's what it is. So anyways, it's one that uses lace weight alternating with the sock fingering weight. So it's got kind of a sheer look to it. I've got that pattern. And I think I know what yarns I want to use, but I'll have to look on my list. I'm going to start making lists of what inventory of everything I have. Ravelry's great, but yeah, I think I would like to see it in a spreadsheet so I'd get kind of a impact of how much I really have sitting out there. Because boy, I look at my closet and I'm like, oh my gosh, I got too much stuff. But and then I get overwhelmed. Do you guys ever get overwhelmed with all the projects you got going? I do. I have a whole drawer full of quilt tops and pieces to do quilts that I haven't even touched in 10 years. So I got rid of all my cross stitch stuff because I couldn't see it anymore. But I refuse to get rid of my quilting and my knitting stuff. So maybe a de-stash is in order. I was watching the boys from the Tea and No Shade, Sweet Tea with No Shade. They're a group of boys, a podcast out of Minnesota that I like to watch. And last week they were going through and doing Frog It or Fix It or File It Away. So, oh yeah. I've got stuff in my queue on Ravelry. I've got all the yarn and everything stuck in a project bag ready to go. But I don't want to start anything new until I finish some of these other ones. But I've got a Kristen Omdahl shawl that I bought probably 7 or 8 years ago, and I started, I was going to do beading and blah, 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 and I didn't even realize it was a Kristen Omdahl book until recently. But I've got an absolutely gorgeous hexagon swirl shawl that I started knitting back in 2009, the first time I went to California, and I got the first row done, and I haven't done anything, and now I think I have to frog it. part of it because I have no idea how to get back into it again. It's on double points, and you start from one side and you knit into the middle, kind of like on the modular squares you do for the cozy memories. So, and I want to start doing the granny Afghan where you just go in straight lines and you just use up all your scraps. So I've started going through my little bits and snips of stuff. I might make a magic ball to do that, so I don't have to worry about weaving any ends. So we'll see. I noticed inside unit number 323, that podcast, she did a tutorial on it, so I'll have to go through that and check it out. But anyhow, well, listen, thank you for joining me. Remember to like and share. Oh, the Bellatrix shawl is gorgeous. Very cool. The Hannah Cozy Cotta has some lovely stuff. That's a nice shawl. Oh, I want to see it when it's done. Yeah, I still have my Warwick shawl half finished. I need to do the lace part of it. I hate doing lace, especially with knitting. I seem to have a much better time doing lace crochet, but we'll see. It's the Warwick Reflection shawl, but it's been sitting dormant for a while. I promised myself I would get that other shawl done first for, the Klein one, because that's a present. So I'll get that done before I finish anything for myself. Well, ladies, I'm going to say goodbye for the day. I'm so glad you guys made it. And like I said, give me a thumbs up if you like this. And subscribe. And it was really good. You two have a good night. And I will see you next week, probably around the same time. And I will be doing another video coming out soon. A couple of them anyways. That I just need to free up some space on my file so I can download it. Alright, CJ, have a great one. Talk to you soon.